Vargas.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Heavyweight Division, powered by Marigold Resources. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in at 264 pounds. He trains at Iowa Top Team in Fitness and Lions Taekwondo Academy. Joining us from Clinton, Iowa, Jonas Robbins. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall and weighed in at 233 pounds. He trains at Iowa Martial Arts and Wellness. Joining us from Des Moines, Iowa, Shamaree Tompkins.
And here we go, about to do it. We got Bruce in there in the cage, smacking him up and touching him in. Right now, over on the polls, Jonas Robbins is the favorite. Go make your voice heard over at cagedaggression.tv, and please interact with us all weekend long over on the official Caged Aggression Facebook page. Good body shot right there.
Nice leg kick.
Yeah, good leg kick inside. Again, these are the heavyweights, folks. So do not blink. It could be one and done. Another good leg kick. Moving really well for a heavyweight right now. Ooh, right now, trying to corner him in. That's what Jonas Robbins needs to do, right? He needs to close the distance, land some big strikes, not allow this guy to get off and dance around him.
Yeah, obviously, he's the bigger man. He needs to push forward. He obviously looks like he's powerful, and he keeps pushing that pressure forward and lets his hands
good
loose.
Left right there.
Lets his hands loose, and it could be ending early.
Calling for the uppercut in Robbins' corner right now.
I like the movement from Tompkins, though. Like I said, an athlete coming into the octagon. You can tell his athleticism already.
Well, great head movement on that strike right there. You know, he took that leg kick, but he's moving really well. Returns the leg kick.
Those calf kicks are adding up.
Yep. Oh, big strikes. Oh, Jonas Robbins, you better watch out. Again, big power in those hands.
I see the welt on the side of Robbins' leg right there. That's what I'm saying. Keep attacking that leg. All these shots from heavyweights, they add up. They are powerful. You know what I mean. So keep it going. Don't steer away from it. There it is, another one.
And he's getting back into his groove, right? He's moving left to right, going around, staying outside of those punches. Just can't let Robbins close the distance. Oh, see, there's a big uppercut shot by Robbins. Ooh,
nice
1-2 by Tompkins.
And
big hook gets through by Tompkins. Robbins recovers, eats it rather well. Obviously some fine dining going on in the cage right now, folks.
Another one. They're adding up. That leg's looking tender right now.
Yes,
Look
it
at that
is.
welt.
It's more than pink, let me tell you that. Also reaching to the back of his knee as well. Oh, yep, there's another one. Left cross goes through right there.
Very nice follow-up after that with that left.
And he was able to get away from the counter shot as well. So he was in, and out.
That's what I'm saying. These college football players, he obviously has the movement. He's been doing it his whole life. So it transitions into this game very well.
I mean, you see the size of his legs. I'd be looking for a takedown and ground and pound in round 2. Ooh, big right, left. Another big right. Saved by the bell, in my opinion. Jonas Robbins just took some big shots.
Hey, he was wobbling on the way back. Get the stool in there, set your man down, and get him some water.
The bell could not have come at a better time, folks. He's wearing a mouse under his eye. Taking a look at him right now. He's on his feet. He's definitely still blinking and wondering what just happened. I'll tell you what just happened. 3-4 clean ones got through. Take a look here. This is about a minute left. There's an uppercut. And again, don't sleep on Robbins. He's got a lot of power in those hands. In fact, you're watching Tompkins back up from that power, return that 1-2. But again, Robbins ate those well. It's those leg kicks that have been effective before this striking combination you're going to see at the very end of the round.
Tompkins did a great round right there. You
Yep.
know what I mean? Being the smaller
There it is
heavyweight.
right there, the right, left, and then he's just coming in. There's a right, 3. That fourth one, he caught a little bit, but then he got that knee on the body on the inside just before the bell. Really, that first strike, folks, that was probably the big one. He followed up with another crisp one. Third one, not so much. Let's see how the recovery goes for Robbins and if Shamaree Tompkins smells blood in the water. Robbins looks pretty clear in there. He goes right back to that leg kick. Smart.
Very smart. Loving the movement. Loving the movement. He's doing the same exact thing as round 1.
Yep. Oh, there's another leg kick, left cross. That's not the first time that's landed. I'd like to see him go, not just outside leg kick, same leg, go with the inside, go with the right cross. Now, obviously, I would imagine there's a big right cross.
Big right.
You know, he's probably a little bit more comfortable with that left cross than the right with a little bit more power because of his concave chest on that right-hand side. Mm-hmm. But you just saw that right cross come across. Oh, and it wasn't pillow talk, folks. Pillow talk maybe for the other guy, but not pillow hands.
Absolutely. These are some big boys in there. There's no pillows in those hands whatsoever.
4-ounce gloves, folks. Forget about it. Tell you what, Robbins still pressing the action, putting him up against the cage. A lot of time in this second round. I don't think it was a 10-8 round. Obviously a 10-9 round. So look, he's got half a round right here to take him down, possibly make his case. And once it goes to the ground, we haven't seen either of these guys. So we don't really know what the game is there.
Absolutely. And like you say, Robbins, the bigger man, this is what he needs to do right here. He needs to put his weight up against him, especially come in on short notice. That will add up tremendously right here. This is a perfect game plan here after you've taken some punishment to the leg and some big shots. Let's keep it rolling.
And Tompkins is a heavily muscled fighter. One of the things that people do not acknowledge is those muscles, they need a lot of oxygen.
Absolutely.
Okay, and the thing is, this ain't a bodybuilding contest. Now, I'm not saying this guy's not in incredible physical shape, but we've seen it in the past where you've seen overly muscled fighters wear out in that second, third round, sometimes not being able to make it even into the competition where they can get to that 5-round level because they are so heavily muscled. So, again, right now, does a great job. He's had him up against that cage almost a minute. Not a lot of action to say, hey, I'm winning this round. But at the same time, not a great look on Tompkins and certainly making the case that this might be a 1-1 round fight. Ooh, good lefts right there. A little dirty boxing.
Right there. Head placement right here would be the best. Get that underhook back. Get your head back on his chin. Get that underhook on the right side and start leaving some left hands up to the face there, and it'd be great. There we go. That looks like it weighed on him a little bit.
Oh man, landed with that right after that left just missed.
He landed one himself.
I'll tell you what, Tompkins doesn't look tired at all. It looks like he weathered that storm. He is taking a seat over there. Couple of big breaths, but not too big. I'll say this out of both guys. I'm not seeing them breathe out of their mouths, right now, obviously, but in the cage, that's a good sign. I think right now we're going to see a who wants it more third round. I obviously think that Jonas Robbins' corner is saying, look, you need to finish. We can't depend on anything else. I think that's the right way to go. It could very well be 1-1, but at the same time, he's got to go in there and be aggressive. Here's some of the action. Now, this is right on the way out. This is where, once again, he whiffs on the left, lands as the right.
Boom, right there. Yeah, this round is definitely going to come out to who wants it more. You can make a case for 1-1. You can make a case for 2-0. Who wants it? Dig deep right here. Big boys, let them fly. Let's ride.
Absolutely. It's been a fun heavyweight fight so far. Jonas Robbins, Shamaree Tompkins. Let's see what we got. The cage door closes and round 3 begins. First third round we've seen here at Caged Aggression, the Triad. They touch him up. Jonas walking him down a little bit. There comes one of those leg kicks. I'll tell you what, those legs are not going to feel great tomorrow morning.
Absolutely not. I've been on the end of many bad leg kicks, and it.
How's it feel at the after party? Because I feel like at the after party, maybe still like, you're drinking a little bit. The adrenaline's still kind of there. It's not until the morning that you're just like, what did I do?
You can mask it a little bit at the after party, but that next day, the second day is always the worst, so he'll definitely feel it here in a couple days.
Yeah, it might take a little Don Julio to mask it, everybody.
Here we go. Again, like I say, underhook, head position, let the left hand fly. He's doing a great job right here for a case if it's 2-0 to lock up a third round here.
Yep, he certainly is.
I would like to see him drop down for a single. He keeps getting low. I'd like to see him drop down and then drag him out here. But, I mean, if your weight's using it to your advantage right there with the head position, let's keep it rolling.
Well, that's the thing. If he could get on top, you just never know where you're going to land. He could be on full mount. He could be getting the crucifix. Bruce stepping in there right there and saying, get your fingers out of the cage. Haven't had much of an issue with that in cage progression. But then again, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, folks. Robbins, again, he's trying to grind, get the dirty boxing in. He's got the body shots going to the head. Here's the thing. Shamaree Tompkins, now, we've seen him for 2-3 minutes. He's got to find a way to get that underhook and get that big motion and just turn it around, get on the outside.
That's the major thing right there on the cage is the underhook and the head position to get off the cage. And he's looking like he's settling right here, and that's what's losing him this fight, I believe. If
it is 1-1, right now, I think he's losing this round for sure.
Yeah, he's settling in right here. He don't even have the whizzer right here. He needs to get that whizzer. He got the whizzer back, but he needs to fight for that underhook. Fight for that underhook, get him turned around against the cage or separate. That'd be great. That'd be a great move for him.
Well, he needs it. There's only about 44 seconds left in the fight. Once again, I would lean till Shamaree Tompkins having 2-0 before this, but it very well could have been 1-1 after that second round, and there's no doubt that Jonas Robbins has controlled the third round, start to finish at this point. Ooh, he's saying that might have been a low blow. Little slap fighting right there. There was a knee. I'm not sure if it was low, if it made it there or not. You could just be feeling really uncomfortable. A couple of lefts to the jaw by Jonas, a lot of dirty boxing.
These amateur rounds, you can't afford to just sit up on the cage and just hope for it right here.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You only got 3 minutes. You got to get to work, and if he wasn't up 2-0, that could cost him.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, I don't think that we're going to get a split decision here. That's also a possibility. If we did get a split, I would say it's probably Shamaree Tompkins, but you never know. That's why you don't leave it in the hands of the judges. And here's some of that early action where we're in round 3. And again, we had that striking, but very early on there it is. Once he gets him up against the cage, literally 2.5 minutes of cage control. And it's hard to say that that's not a Jonas Robbins round. Period.
100% right there. He did what, if it was a close fight, he did what he needed to do to get the win there. But like you said, I think I might have had it 2-0 as well.
Second round was close. We're going to see what the judges said. They're tallying them up right now as we watch the replays. Big breaths from Shamaree Tompkins making his caged aggression debut. Either way, I'd love to see both fighters back. I think that they are exciting, and obviously love to see them on their journey. Jonas Robbins seriously has a chin, folks. I mean, he took some big daddy shots that you could hear very, very prevalently in the caged aggression cage, right across his Chinsky and hutch. So those are the type of fighters we like to watch that can grind it out, that are going to give their heart. Jason Vargas in the cage, grabbing Bruce. We're about to make it official. It is the Triad at the River Center in Davenport.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to our judges' scorecard for our decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Shamaree Tompkins. All right, here we are with your winner, Shamaree Tompkins. Shamaree, great victory tonight. Hey, you landed a lot of big shots that looked like they were close to victory, but he refused to go out from them. How close to the game plan were you able to stick tonight?
I mean, that was pretty close, besides gassing out at the end, but other than that, we stuck to the game plan pretty well. You know, he did exactly what we thought he was going to do. Box, no wrestle, not very many kicks. So we just decided to capitalize on all those.
Well, you definitely showed that you got some well-rounded skills here in the cage, and we're looking forward to see what comes next. But is there anyone you want to thank before I let you get back to that celebration?
My coaches, thank you guys. All my teammates at the gym, I appreciate all y'all. My people at home, my family, my people in Dubuque, I love y'all. My girlfriend and my best friend that came down here to watch me tonight, thank you guys. And thank you, Mike, for having me on the show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your winner, Shamaree Tompkins.